Hey, what's up, Bax Music family? I'm Matt Play with Pioneer DJ USA, and I'm here at the NAMM show 2023. Excited to show off the new DJM-A9. We're really excited about this product. This is the latest version of a long line of history of club standard DJ mixers dating all the way back to the mid-90s with the DJM-500. And because this mixer has been industry standard for so long, it's really a delicate balance of introducing new features and new technology for modern DJs, but also retaining a lot of the layout and form factor and functionality that pro DJs have grown accustomed to and depend on. So I feel like they really did a great job with advancing and refining this mixer, and just it's basically the next evolution of the club standard 4-channel DJ mixer. So we were generating ideas for this mixer during the pandemic, and at that time everybody was live streaming, and we knew that even after the pandemic, live streaming was going to be a bigger part of the DJ industry than ever before. So we wanted to enhance a lot of functionality for also in studio use and live streaming functionality. Plus, we wanted to enhance the things for vocalists, performing in club settings. So we've brought this entirely new channel strip here for the mic. You have 2 mic inputs. You used to only have the ability to assign your beat effects section to the microphone, and you can still do that, but you don't need to because now you have 2 dedicated mic effects built on this mic strip. The first mic effect has 3 effects to choose from: echo, pitch, and megaphone. The echo is pretty cool because it is synchronized to the beat, and you can also customize the beat timing in the menu of the mixer. And then you also have a dedicated reverb, so you no longer have to compromise an echo and a reverb on your mic, and if you want to apply a third effect, you can do that. We also incorporated, instead of having a switch to switch the mic on and off, you now have a push button to just turn your mic on and off. But if you press to hold, it will also become a push to talk. So if you want to push the button and engage your viewers or engage the crowd and then release the button, then it will automatically turn off the mic for you. So we feel that the mic strip has become a lot more usable for vocalists and also live streamers. We've also made it possible to record your performance and exclude the microphone from your recording. And to top it all off, we've added 48-volt phantom power. Now, typically in a club setting, you're always going to want to use a dynamic mic, so the 48 phantom power is actually turned off in the utility, so a DJ couldn't accidentally turn it on when it's not intended to be used. But in studio settings, you can turn this on, and you can use condenser microphones in live streams and podcasting situations without the need of dragging out another mixer. So the mic section is just a lot more usable for a lot more people, vocalists, live streamers. Another amazing thing here is the new color effects knobs. This is an amazing thing that the engineers engineered from the ground up. It's actually a completely mechanical feature. Even if the mixer is powered off, this feature I'm about to explain will still work. But common feedback that we would get from DJs is that when they're performing quickly with, say, the filter, it's easy to accidentally pass the 12 o'clock. And sometimes they might be busy doing something else on the gear, and they won't realize that they actually accidentally had the filter slightly open, because you really have to think about it, and you have to be very precise and make sure you stop at 12 o'clock. So if this new center lock feature, if you turn this on, physically the knob will not pass 12 o'clock until you just rest your hand for a moment, and then you can pass 12 o'clock, but you will not be able to pass it coming back again. So it makes it where you don't even have to think about it and just really quickly can perform with the filters. You don't have to think about being super precise. But if you don't like that and you want to get the full resolution of the knob, you can just switch it off, and then it's just a normal, just like the color effects we've all grown to love. So you have space, crush, noise, dub echo, and sweep and filter available on the color effects. Another new great feature that we've added is dual headphone queuing sections. If you notice, you have headphone queuing A over here with the headphone outputs here, and then you have headphone section B right here, and on the front of the mixer you have a second set of headphone outputs. And then on each channel for your queuing, you have A and B source selectors. So two different DJs can be connected, and they can cue their sources completely independently and control their volume completely independently. So with the growing trend of back-to-back DJs and DJ duos, this is going to be a welcome addition. And we've also added a new EQ on the booth. Another common set of feedback we'd get is a lot of times touring DJs and in clubs, sometimes the highs will just be way too harsh on their ears, and they need to be able to bring the highs down a little bit on the output to the booth, or maybe there's not enough bass and they want to increase the bass. So the addition of a 2-band EQ really helps them out for those situations. And then we've also removed the knob selector for your channel selector for the beat effects, and now it has a button matrix here, which is just much faster to work with. If I want to switch from 1 to 4, I can do that without having to scroll through 2 and 3. So it's just much faster to assign your effects here. So this is a very nice practical addition. We've also added USB Type-C ports on both of the audio interfaces. It has dual audio interfaces, so two DJs that are using laptop can change over without any stopping in the music. But with the USB Type-B still being very popular, we thought it made sense to include both on each audio interface, so you have the option of USB Type-B and USB Type-C. We've also enhanced the send-return section here. The send-return section used to be completely independent on the channel selections that you would do with the beat effects, but now you have an independent channel selector on the send-return section, allowing for more flexibility there. And then there's a USB Type-A port that can work with our recording app for recording your DJ sets, and it also functions as a digital send-return. So any iOS app, iPad app that you may have that can function as an effect, that can send and receive audio, you can use that app as an external effects processor with this port here. The other thing is the sound quality of this mixer. We've enhanced the sound quality, higher end converters. We actually use the same components that's built into the DJM-V10, and we consider them to be equal sound quality, but each one of them are tuned slightly different. We've actually tuned the V10 to have more of a analog character, more of a warm character, where this is tuned more for high resolution and clarity. So we consider both of them to be very high quality sound and equal in quality, but two different tastes for two different styles. And we've also on the back here added an antenna. We now have Bluetooth and Wi-Fi on the mixer. Bluetooth is probably more of a utilitarian function, but it's just common to have, and it's probably necessary in 2023 to at least have Bluetooth. If a venue manager before the DJs arrive wants to play something from their phone, they can switch any of the channels over to the Bluetooth input and easily bring in audio on any of the channels. And also the Wi-Fi now, we also released a new app called Stagehand. And the Stagehand app is designed for front of house and stage techs at like festivals and venues. And it's really cool. It actually allows them to upload settings to the entire DJ system, including the CDJs and the mixer. So they don't have to come up and go to each individual unit and update all the settings inside the menus. They can load all their settings at one go. And then they can switch to live mode while the performance is actually going on, and then they can monitor the status of everything. They can see the waveforms of the music, and they also can monitor the status of every single knob, every fader, every button. So if there's an issue going on, they don't need to like run up to the stage and try to like look over the entire system while a performance is happening. They can stand back to the side and watch the iPad and look and be like, okay, this is on when it should be off, or they can just analyze the entire setup and diagnose what the issue is. So we think that's really going to help solidify this to continue to be the industry standard club and festival DJ mixer. And then last but not least, we also added 3 new beat effects on here. So we've always had the filter, which is the filter is essentially an LFO filter where you can adjust the timing, but we've also added a triplet filter, so you have triplet timing options. And then the same thing with the roll. We've always had the loop roll, but we now have a triplet roll, which can be a lot of fun. And we also have the new Mobius effect, which is an oscillator where you can morph between the waveforms here, and then you can change the timings. And I can control the volume of it here. So really cool effect to help build risers and everything in your DJ set. And yeah, that's pretty much a good overview of the DJM-A9. We're super excited about it. We hope you are too. And if you have any questions about it, hit up your sales guys at Bax Music.